And welcome to my video. Join me on Facebook, check me out on Twitter, check me out on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, join me on Facebook, STAYFIYA, Live Figure Entertainment.ceo.network. Check me out. Like always, I need my plane ticket to fly out America. It's everything I do, America style it and stop it. You understand that? Now, in this video now, we're going to talk about fashion and style. Now, when it comes to the black race, you know the high top? You see that high top? How people cut them up like, whew. You be watching Martin Lawrence, you see Martin Lawrence in his high top, right? That is I'm born in this world and come see people wearing high tops. You understand that? And baldy is always going to be a part of fashion and style. Now, when I was coming up in the 90s, you know how fashion go away and fashion return? I remember when Michael Jackson was doing X curl and everybody out there mother doing Jerry curl. You know, some people think it's the most coolest thing ever. For all those people, like young people that watch this video, you need to go back and check like in the 70s and the 80s, because sometime about in the early 90s they bring back the 70s. We was wearing X curl and Jerry curls, and we was wearing Belfoot bottom in the 90s, and also Jerry curls. But Jerry curls was just going away in the early. In 1990, Jerry curl just began to fade it, but Michael Jackson was having it, everybody doing it in the early 80s. You understand? No, but I remember going to school and bell bottom was hot. We was wearing the big boots them and the big pants them and the collars them, but from the 70s. You know all them hippies thing? And you see them all in those movies from back in the days. You see people wearing and the cool afro. We was rocking that in the days, man. Bell bottom and the afro was hot was one time. Now, if you are Jamaican, if you watch Bogle, you see Bogle was in it. If you see Beanie Man, they was all in it. But Bogle was more into the same fashion that we was into also. Because I remember as a young kid, I have all the they call it what they call it, the silver and the silver chain. But I never the type that get tattoos and all that and bow my ears ring and do my body. Nah, I don't get down like that. I'm still in this day I don't do none of that. But remember that fashion and style will always be the same. You would notice it will gonna go away and it gonna come back. But one style I don't think will ever come back is Jerry curls, man. I don't see black men wearing Jerry curls, man. No, that was one of the worst fashion ever, was the Jerry curls, man. Cause you see, and the people them that create the Jerry curls, they was caking on for black people, because black people have all their hair S curl out, boy. In the party, I remember playing the spin of the record. You see all the girls and you see the S curl juice dropping on them. And then the comedians them that was cracking on it. This is more like before Steve Harvey reached that level. He used to crack on stuff like that. Him on Cedric the Entertainer, you know, back in those days in the 90s, man. And then on Living Color, if you Google Living Color or go on YouTube and watch Living Color, you see people in X curl. Believe me, man. And if you check Michael Jackson back in the days, you see all Michael Jackson dresses, a lot of black people was following that fashion and style, man. I can't believe that, man. But those things is like, it's a part of our culture, but other culture was gravitating to that type of thing, was X-curling their hair and doing all that. Then, in the early 2000s, I see they bring back the mohawk. You know, people cut their hair like that. That was punk rock style. That was not black man style, man. That was punk rock style, and I see a lot of young black men doing that. And I'm like, oh, please, man, you know. And then what knocked me up here is like, I'm like, yo, wow. When I was a little boy, I used to do that, and then suddenly I see like some young dude doing that, and they think it's the coolest thing. And I'm looking at him like, yo, oh man, I bet I'll just stick with a suit, a shirt and a tie, my pants tucked in, and a linen and cool out like that. And maybe wear a little balance or some uptown and keep it cool, man. Because like when you trying to like look for something to wear, you be like, man, what that did sick when I was a young boy, man. You know, this is why I see a lot of black men are a lot of white men or other, people, elder people just stick to those regular elder clothes, those little tin pants and a little nice little shirt and like nice little watch and maybe keep it a little cool, And then I'm gonna end it like this. When Biggie came up, Biggie bring back Kango. You know what Kango? Everybody rocking Kango. Biggie bring that back to the fullest. You going to the party, bring it Biggie, bring back him a linen. And showing people how to dress down in Gucci, Armani, all that clean. You used to got brothers who rock like that. I used to rock that. This is what I am now. I'm trying to get some paper so I could get to that level where I could just dress like a regular man. But fashion and style in our culture will go away and they will come back. But I don't think X-Curl will, man. Jerry curls and all those things will never come back. But I think bell bottom gonna come back. All that 70s dressing gonna come back. All them live bright color. I see people bring those things back. I'm like, I see them in the commercial, in the Kit Kat commercial. I see people doing that. But one thing I miss though, from back in the days, I don't see brothers doing that no more. That radio on your shoulder and pumping and walking. And then I'm gonna show you. You see all the basketball players in shorts, they use the shorts. It's like they was playing basketball in pom-pom shorts back then, back in those days. Don't laugh, man. But it's some real thing. Yeah, man. Our culture went through so much changes, man. But it's always going back and forth and come right back. Understand that? And remember, everything I do, the government have their people doing it. So if you see anything like this, those people are police doing what I'm doing. They claim they're keeping me down, but the most I got guide and protect. Yeah, in our farm. Google me, STAYFIYAD, figure entertainment. It's all fact I preach. Alright. Action.